I would pop in. I was already live once today, but I thought I would come in and hang out for a bit and work on my whip here and enjoy my iced coffee. So wondering what you guys are up to, if there's anything on your hook. Just gonna be hanging out and working on my cocoon again. It's got this really pretty, I think actually it goes this way. No, it goes this way. It's a V stitch. It's really, really pretty. But if you're here, go ahead and say hi in the chat so I can see who's listening in. Otherwise, we've got some nice music playing and we're just kind of having a little chill hangout session. Hi, Carla. Hi, Samantha. How are you guys doing? What are you guys up to doing on your end? I've been working on this cardigan, or cocoon again. I keep forgetting it's called a cocoon again because of how you stitch the sides up actually. You don't stitch them like you would a normal cardigan. And so it's just gonna end up being more of a big rectangle, and then you just kind of like, you just attach it slightly on the side. So it kind of gives it a nice, it's like bat wings, but it should be nice. I'm doing really good. I'm doing good. It's a little crazy. Like we finished Santa this morning and we got his staff finished, which was a lot of fun. But now, you know, I just was like, I just want to have a little bit of a chill time. I've got my cold brew, so I'm enjoying that. Just kind of cleaned up a bit. I had a lot of moss to clean up from earlier. So, you're getting ready to go to work, but you also caught a cold. Carla, why can't you, can you just rest? That's not good. It's no fun to catch a cold. Oh my gosh. Yeah, my husband actually got some sort of stomach bug and he got it right before Thanksgiving. And so he wasn't able to hang out during the festivities, but luckily was able to have some leftovers later on in the evening, which is nice. So he didn't miss out entirely, but he was sad that he couldn't come and hang out with the fam. So sad. Sorry you caught a cold though. This is the time of year for it though, isn't it? This is that time of year. Hello, Lana. Yes, I'm back. You were saying you were gonna miss me, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go hang out with Lana and my friends for a little bit before I go on Kim's live. And her live is on in about an hour and a half, so we've got some time to hang out. Hi, Hussein. I am working on a cocoon again, which is a type of cardigan, and it's just in how you stitch it up at the end that makes it more of a cocoon shape. So, and hello, Weird to Jazzy. How are you? What are you guys up to today? So I am currently doing the front of the, so there's a front side and a back side. The back side does not have all those pretty V's as it does on the front side. So you do the pattern portion of this on the front, and then the back is just basically single crocheting across with some chain ones here and there. So it's not too crazy, but the front side I have to think about a little bit more. Hello, Gypsy, and it's Jessie, right? I'm trying to remember. I've got to remember. Don't they look pretty? So this is actually, where is it? This is actually considered a Christmas yarn. It's Big Twist Value, and it's in the colorway Get Merry and Let's Mingle. But I like the pink in there. I don't really think Christmas when I see pink. I think more springtime. And so that's why I was hoping this would not feel 100% like Christmas, because I want to be able to wear it not just 1 month out of the year. Hello, Rita. How are you, my dear? Glad to see you could join me here. This is just one of my pop-up lives that I do here and there because I actually really enjoy these. I don't think about it too much, and I go on my phone and I just kind of hang out. I usually get some lo-fi music going, which it's not up very loud, so if you guys need it louder, let me know. Pink is not really, yeah, it's not really a Christmas color, right? If it was stark red, then I would definitely say Christmas, but even the redder area of it is not red. It's like more of a berry tone, if you will, you know, not really red. So, hi Barbara, how are you? They're doing a lot of things with pink in them and saying they're Christmas. Because the other one, the other colorway that I got that's the same brand is this one. And this is also considered Christmas, you guys. This one's called Merry Mingle. And I see, okay, if anything, I see like peppermint ice cream that could go in there, but I also see like sakura blossoms. So like a cherry tree kind of thing with the light pink and then the little flicks of that nice darker pink in there and the green. So again, I bought them because I don't see Christmas, but they're only out around Christmas time. So I was like, I'll just take them now. You did some comfort shopping at Stenley. Ooh, that's awesome. Hey, you know, a little retail therapy. I do that all the time, more than I should. Uh, Retail therapy is the best, isn't it? And if you are new, please consider subscribing and don't forget to hit the thumbs up, you guys. It helps the channel. Yeah, this is going to be nice and warm, I think. It's feeling warm just working with it, so. And what are you guys working on? Rita, what did you get from the Stenley? I'm assuming that was online, so what yarn did you get? Any projects you're planning to use them for? I keep buying stuff that I have no particular project in mind, which is a problem, right? I know Lana's like, wait, did I miss a sale? Hi, Rebecca, how are you? I know. Apparently Premier is having another sale. I still haven't opened my other box, you guys. It's right next to me. I have not opened it. I was keep thinking, oh, I should film a video. I should film a video and do an unboxing. And then every time I sit down to try to do it, something happens with the family and then I just can't, I can't have that quiet time to really just open the box. So I still haven't opened it. It is what it is, you know? I know, right? You see the sales and you're like, oh my gosh, I gotta go do that. Yeah, apparently the Black Friday shoppers were out around 5 a.m., a lot of them, because I went to Dutch Bros and the line was pretty long earlier today. And they said, yeah, people were lining up at 5 a.m. So I buy yarn from Stenley in Bulgaria because it is in Europe, so no taxes. Nice. A lot of 25% off there. That's pretty good. I don't know what Stenleys normally go for, if they're really high priced or not, but I don't think I've ever actually had a Stenley, come to think of it. I've mostly done the yarns I can get at Joann's, which is like Big Twist and Bernat and that kind of thing. But more recently, I've gotten all those Premier yarns, so I'm excited to try those out. And I want to also try to get some from Hobie because I keep seeing really cute ones coming from there as well. So, did you guys have a nice holiday if you celebrated Thanksgiving? We were so full on appetizers yesterday that by the time the meal hit, none of us were all that hungry. It was terrible. And we had turkey and ham. So, oh good, nice and quiet. Isn't that the best? I find it too, as I get older, I don't like all the chaos of, you know, going to people's houses and having it being really loud and stuff. So a nice quiet Thanksgiving sounds delightful. I've picked out some cardigan patterns that I want to do because I've been buying so much yarn. And I got I got 2 new colorways, and if you were here with me yesterday, you probably saw these already, but this is Big Twist Supernova. I got these 2, you guys. Aren't those pretty? I was thinking just based on how I've seen other people work these yarns up, I'm almost wondering if these would work for like a hexie cardigan. So if you know, let me know. Hi, Melissa. Do I do craft shows? I've done craft shows, quite a few actually. I have not done any recently, but I have been debating on doing some more. Maybe I'll do them next year. I feel like this year is we're kind of past the point of signing up for them, but I have a lot of fun when I do them. It's just that you need to make a lot of inventory, and that's something I'm not really having right now. I've got like random things here and there, but nothing where I've got like 5 of this and 10 of that, you know. Do you do shows, Melissa? Do you do craft shows? You do them? That's awesome. I know that a lot of crochet businesses will do them as their main way of earning income, you know. So you kind of have to be all in, right? For me, it's always been just okay, I'll do all the other things and then I'll just randomly go and do a craft show. You do 7 shows, yeah. Oh, you knit. Oh, nice. Very cool. I have a friend that I've had on the channel. Her name's Shy. She does these really cute cardigans and things that she does knitting. And the color changes are just so pretty. It makes me want to figure out how to do them. But my knitting, I'm not up to snuff with knitting, so. You do so many shows, Rebecca. So that must be probably what you do predominantly, right? You have 1 tomorrow and 2 more before Christmas. Oh my gosh. So that must be your main income source then, right? You must have a lot of inventory to have that many shows coming up. Oh my gosh. What kind of sales do you get at the shows, if you don't mind my asking? 1 more left next, I think that's Saturday. Okay, 1 more this year, you mean? Lots of family, 2 of my kids, 9 of my grandkids, 4 great grandkids plus spouse, said kid and grandkids, and the parents of son. Oh my gosh, that's a big family, Barbara. That's a lot of people in the house for Thanksgiving. 12% off even on the top of their 50 to 60% off sale prices. Oh, that's awesome, Lana. Yeah, let me know what that is. frizzybeehive@gmail.com if you want to send it to me. Wow, that's so cool. I miss doing the shows. I have a lot of different things that I would bring. So I also have shops where I sell stickers and stationery and things that are all my illustrations that I've designed. So I have a lot of those still in inventory. So I have like the standing tower where you can spin it around and you'd put your stickers in and that sort of thing. I've made earrings before with shrink plastic, and then I do resin on them and stuff, but they're all my illustrations that are printed. So I have a lot of those that I'll put out. And then I do have the crochet amis as well. So I would put those out too. I've got books I've written, so I put the books out. And mine is just kind of this like hodgepodge of all of my different interests and things. I have art prints, you know? So lots of different things. Hi, Kimberly. How are you? Depends on the show. My small town ones are just minimal sales, and the bigger ones I do very well. Oh, awesome. Those are probably like, do you do any of the Comic-Cons or anything like that? And Rebecca says, I just did a show that I sold $25 in stickers alone. Nice. Stickers aren't that expensive, so you kind of have to sell a lot to get that much. What, you want to say hi? Okay. My son would like to come and say hi. Got 13 people hanging out with me. There's my son. Say hello.
I look tired.
You do look tired. Finishing putting up my trees. I'm doing good. We got our tree up We just need to actually do something with it. It doesn't have lights.
I'm gonna add the lights and the ornaments.
Later. Daddy needs to get those down, so.
Today?
Mm-hmm. Yep, I think so.
It's one day after Thanksgiving and we're already getting out Christmas stuff.
That's okay. Hey, it's after Thanksgiving, right? Rebecca's waving hi. Oh, you haven't gone that big yet. The cost of the cons is crazy. I mean, you can spend hundreds of dollars on those, and you really have to sell a lot to make it worth the investment, you know? I am working on a Cocoonigan. So it's going to be a Cocoon Cardigan. You are very loud.
For the people that have their volume all the way up.
Oh my goodness, son.
I'm gonna burst their eardrums.
ASMR?
No, I'm bursting their eardrums.
No, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. Yeah, this has to be quite big, so it's going to take me some time to get it done. I have to make a giant rectangle, and then I have to somehow stitch it into the Cocoonigan that it will be.
I'm gonna take a shower.
Okay. Okay, now I'm going into the front post because that's how you get to doing that V stitch, that little drop down area. It's my name, the Frizzy Bee, and then Hive, Hive, at gmail.com. No spaces, no periods or anything like that. Just frizzybeehive at gmail. Feel free to send me pictures of what you guys are working on too. I always love those. So I finished my giant peppermonte snail pillow thingamajigger this morning, and it took a lot of stuffing. I actually had to go digging in the garage for the other half of my 20-pound box of stuffing. But we got him done, so that's one whip finished today. Hello, King. How's it going? Joey said you owe $1,000. Random, okay. So anyway, so I got some more of my stuffing out, managed to fill the pillow and get it all finished up this morning. So now we finished Santa, so that's actually 2 whips down today, you guys. That's pretty good, I'd say. So I've got 2 things done today, but I still have my Cocoonigan, my strawberry, the strawberry bag that I'm making, that's Shy's pattern. And then I have a scarf I'm making for my son. And I think that's it, actually. I think those are the 3 main ones that I've got left. So I was right. I was doing 5 whips, and then we finished 2. So pretty good. 2 in one day. I like it. But I'm planning to do an advent, you guys, and maybe you can help me, because I need to come up with some names, or some words rather, that I'm going to use during this advent thing. So each day during the month of December for 24 days, I am planning to do a 30-minute live, and it's going to be, we'll draw whatever the word is, and then you sketch and paint, and I'm going to do watercolor painting, whatever that word is. So I'm going to create a little sort of sketchbook. I'm going to make it with watercolor paper, and then I'll probably do some Christmas outside paper. And then, yeah, I'm trying to get back into painting again. And so this is kind of my way to do that. So what I need is words. I've put a community post, and I've had several people put a word in, but I don't have 24 words. So if you guys have any words of things that I could paint, let me know. Hi, Tammy, how are you? How's it going? Working on a Peter Rabbit order. a Ami Peter Rabbit, or that sounds lovely. Okay, Tammy, what does GTSY say? I know that's short for something. I don't know what it means. Let me know. I'm not hip with the lingo. He's 2 feet tall. Oh my gosh. Rebecca, you have to send me pictures of that. I need to see what a 2 foot tall Peter Rabbit looks like crocheted. Oh my goodness. Good to see you. Thank you. I thought it was gotta say, you know, or something like that, but then that wouldn't make sense. So that's why I wanted to ask. Good to see you too. Oh my gosh. I thought I knew most of the abbreviations, but sometimes I find one that I'm like, what does that one mean? So to bring it forward, see where I ended off with, and then go into the next one. That's how you get that angled V. So that's what I'm doing. What are you working on, Tammy? You got anything going on over there? Oh, it's Frizzy Beehive. So my name, Frizzy Bee, and then hive@gmail.com. Ooh, I've almost come to this end. Sweet. It's so long, it takes a while to get across one time. Thank you. Yes. There's pictures on the community tab if you guys want to see what giant Peppermonte looks like. My daughter's already taken him though, so hence why you don't see him hanging out with me. But yeah, he came out really cute. I have the pattern for a small one that's like this big, and she's got a whole bunch of different Christmas snails. So it's like a compilation that you buy. You just buy the one and it gives you like 6, I think, different ones. So I have that as well, but I'm kind of trying to finish other whips before I add to my list. You're working on a cardigan for your sister-in-law? Nice. Has anybody ever made a hexie cardigan? And if so, can you use this yarn for that? The Supernova yarn? Because I think the way that it stripes would actually work if it was in the round, but that's what I'm not too sure. My favorite colors are greens and pinks, so I'm loving your yarn. Thank you. They look so cute together, right? Hello, Ivy B, how are you? Oops, I finished that one. I don't want to. Just pull that out. This is why I like crochet and I have a hard time with knitting, is if you mess up and you drop a stitch or something, it's so much easier to just go back in if it's crochet. I get so lost with knitting if I mess up. Thank you, Rebecca. I'll check that out after this. All right, I get to flip. Just peachy. So now it's the easy part. Now I'm just single crocheting across with chain ones after every 5 or so. Except for this first one is 6. But there's a whole video tutorial up. This isn't my pattern, you guys. So if it's something you like, let me know. I can put it in the description after this. Oh my gosh. So it's gonna be huge then on her, huh? Compared to how she is now. I know when I was doing this one, when I started this, I was thinking on doing a bag-a-day one, and I started the bag-a-day. I chained, I I want to say it was started with like 165 to start, and then I'd started it, but then I found this one and I really liked the way that this one looked. And so I ended up just taking it back down to the 165 chain. But on Bag-O-Days, that would make a large XL, so the LXL. And on this one, it said it was a 2XL. So I'm not sure, but I just kept the same amount of chain because it was showing the same amount. So I don't know if that's going to make it too big or not, but I think it'll still be comfortable. So we shall see, right? We shall see. Hopefully not too big. Hello, Cricket. How's it going? You're a new face. Welcome in. I mostly do Amis here on Frizzy Bee Crochet, but I do corner to corner graph gans sometimes. Now I've added crafts and things to the mix. And hello, Kim. Welcome back. How are you? It's good to see you again. I am working on a cocoon again. It is a cocoon cardigan. So the front, that's the front where you get the nice V stitch. And the back is just basically single crochet, so you don't get the V stitch on the back, but that's fine because it's the back. But I need to make some progress or this is never gonna get finished. So I figured I'd come pop in and hang out with you guys for a bit. I've got another hour or so before I go on to Kim, who is Fortune Knit Creations, but she's having her channelversary today, so I'm guesting up on her channel in about an hour and 10 minutes. So I thought I'm gonna come hang out and see what everyone's up to. Did anybody brave the Black Friday sales? How many years have I been doing YouTube? I believe the channel started in 2016, I want to say. My channelversary is going to be in March or May. It's one of the two. I have to check. It might be May, actually. I think it was May of 2016. So it's been a while. It used to be called Ink and Stitches, so it's now Frizzy Bee Crochet, and it has been Frizzy Bee for quite a while though. Happy anniversary, Kim, that's right. Yeah, it should be fun. She's gonna do some giveaways and have some guests on, and it should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. No way on Black Friday. Oh my gosh, I know, huh? I don't like going to, I would not want to do Black Friday sales. Cyber Monday though, I'll do that. I can do Cyber Monday. Hard to do much on a fixed income. Very, very true. Very true. Cyber Monday sales are usually pretty good though, so hopefully this will be no different and we can find something good, but been having the hardest time getting my kids to tell me what they want for Christmas. So we'll see. Just won't get them anything. No, they won't. They would hate if that was the case, you know, but it's hard. It's hard to figure out what they want. When they get older, they don't know what they want anymore, so it's like, I don't want to guess. I'm going to guess wrong and you're not going to be happy about it. I'm easy. You could buy me yarn and I'm happy. This is my second skein of this yarn so far. Out of, I believe I bought 7 skeins of the yarn, so I hope I have enough because that was all that they had at Joann's when I went. Not yet, highlights. So I am working towards getting remonetized. So if you guys are new here, please consider subscribing and hanging out with me during my lives and such. But yeah, I'm very close to being able to do memberships again. Um, and actually, it's not again, I was monetized before they even had memberships. And then I got demonetized because I stopped posting for a while because I was working full time and, life happens. And so now I'm very close to being able to start memberships, which I'm really excited about. And then I'll just need more view hours to get to the ad revenue. So hopefully some point I will be able to have this be my income source. You have older kids make Amazon wish lists and I shop from those. Smart. Very smart. They used to take all those, you get the little brochures that come from everywhere, Amazon, Walmart, Fred Meyer, everywhere. And they had the toys and they would put their initials next to the things they were interested in, but a lot of them are little toys and things, and they're not that interested in those anymore. You already spent too much on yarn. A lot of time organizing yarn by projects and putting it in zipper storage bags I got from Temu. Nice. Oh, thank you. I look forward to seeing you around then. Awesome. All right. Trying to figure out where I was at. Here we go. Hi, Ellen. How are you doing? How can I buy your products in India? I do have, I have patterns up for sale that can be digitally sent to you. If you want actual products though, you'd have to check and see, if India is accepting mail from the US, then it would just be a matter of whatever the cost of the postage is. So it's usually figured out on Etsy because I am on Etsy. I have my Frizzy Bee crochet shop, and then I have other shops as well, but that's the one that I do most of the crochet things on. What are you up to, Ellen? What are you working on? Can you guys hear the music? Is it too loud or is it okay? Just let me know. I just want to make sure it's not too loud. Oh, good. Okay. Working, finally adding sleeves. Nice. You're at the sleeves part. That's awesome. So you've done the yoke part and then now you're doing the sleeves, or have you done the whole thing and now you're doing sleeves? How are they building that one up for you? You can't hear the music? Here, I'll be quiet so you can hear it. It's not up very loud though. Yeah, I think it was switching songs too. It's just Lo-Fi Girl. I like Lo-Fi Girl. It's very relaxing and it's nothing too crazy. I don't tend to listen to music that has vocals in it when I'm working on stuff because I can't focus if I hear like the singers and stuff. Oh wow, nice. Everything is worked up except the sleeves. Was it in the whip bin and you got it out and you're finishing it now? It's been in the whip pile for 2 months. Nice. I'm glad you're finishing it up. I was telling him earlier that I finished 2 whips today. We finished the Santa crochet along, and then I finished my giant peppermonte snail. So that's all done. Oh, Juan is going live at 3 today? Oh, okay. That might interfere with Kim's live, huh? Hopefully not. Maybe people can like It's like double fisting channels. You have one on one tab and then have the other on the other tab. We always try to make sure we're not overlapping each other, but that's kind of hard to do sometimes. I'll be at Kim's as well. That's where I'm going to be. Now that's going to be fun. Channelversaries are always fun. And I don't know who she's having on other than me. So I'm not specifically playing any songs. It's just kind of the lo-fi girls. So she's just gently playing in the background. It's a list that they put together. I didn't put it together. So. Oh, that could be. Kim said there was a way to do that, but I don't know how to do that. Where you can do a dual live. But that would be really neat if we could figure that out. I think it's a StreamYard thing. Yeah, her channel is a lot of fun. I get up, you know, I used to have 3 alarms in the morning. One was at 5 a.m., 5:30, and then 6 it's kind of like 5 is when I should get up, 5:30 is you really should get up, and 6 o'clock in the morning is like you get your butt out of bed, you know, because you need to get things ready for your kiddos for school and stuff. But now that I know Kim's on at 5:30 my time at the Pacific Northwest side of things, it helps me to get my booty in gear. So I get up every morning so that as I'm getting ready, I can hang out with everybody and have coffee. For my area, it's 2:02 in the afternoon, and I am I'm Pacific Standard Time, so I'm up in Washington State. It's really early, yeah. I know when I was on Kim's, and Margaret actually interviewed me, but when I was on Kim's channel, it was really early, and I was like, I still felt like my eyes had, you know, were still so sleepy and stuff. So I wasn't even thinking straight. I hadn't even had a whole cup of coffee yet, but I think it went pretty well for being that early. It's worth it though. I like hanging out with Kim and everybody in chat. Yeah. No, it's splitting. There we go. Okay, so that's a little bit better. You're in the central area, huh? Which state are you in? It's always so fun that we're all spaced out like that. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder, because if you stream it on multiple channels, the chat, though, would probably just be on Kim's, I would think. Having your coffee, yeah. Oh, in India, it's 3:50. But isn't it, if it's is it 3:50 at night or in the morning? At night, okay. But is it Saturday for you or is it Friday? Because it can't be Friday, right? I'm terrible with like where everybody is and what time it is and all of that. Yeah, see, it's a different day for you. We're in Friday. Isn't that so weird? I mean, it makes sense, but it just like we're existing in 2 different days, right? Very cool. How does the future look, right? All right, so I've reached the other end. So now I am chaining 3 and turning my work again. Ooh, we're getting to the green part again, Lana. It's like that light lime green color. With this one, since of the way it does its striping, when I switched to the next skein, I tried to make sure that whatever color I was on, the center pull from that skein was the same color. So that way I didn't get any of those not so nice breaks. And it worked out really well. I'm working on my cocoon again. It's a cocoon cardigan. And it's not my pattern. Is what it, NMP, not my pattern. This yarn is from Joann's. They have their holiday ones, the big twist value. Get merry and let's mingle. Look at, that's my second skein right there. That's how much I have left. But yeah, Joann's has that. It's big twist. So it's, let me see what it's made out of. I know it's acrylic, but nope, 100% acrylic. No wool in there, Lana. No worries, no wool. How many things do I make by hand? I make a lot of different things, not just crochet. I do a lot of different crafts and stuff. So I make things sometimes out of clay. I can paint sometimes. What else? I do junk journaling. So I do paper crafts. I like to do lots of different things. Mixed media. Thank you, Lana. Art has always been my favorite subject. It was what I wanted to do. I wanted to do art as a major. My brother talked me out of that because he was like, haven't you heard of starving artists? So I let him talk me out of it. But I wish I hadn't, because I think that would have been a lot of fun to be majored in art. I would say, well, I mean, I just like hanging out on lives, but I am working towards monetization, but that's not my only reason for going live. I just enjoy hanging out and chit-chatting while I work on my whips. But yes, I am working on building the channel as well. I know, I'm so close, Ellen. I'm really close. Like less than 100. I'm gonna have to do a giveaway when we hit 7K. That's really cool. Yeah, I'll plan something, some sort of giveaway. And then of course I'm gonna have my channelversary next year. I've never done a channelversary, but I've noticed that it's become really popular. And so I want to do that too, just to celebrate how long, we've had the channel and stuff. Oh, good. I'm glad you like the music. According to me, you do your work, monetization automatically start. It would be nice if it worked like that, but you have to hit a certain level before you can get anything monetized. But I'll get there. I just really enjoy teaching the crafts that I do. And, you know, I've found a really good community here, which has brought me a lot of joy. So, something that I was needing. Yes, that's what this one is. Yep. You got it. Did you find it, Lana? Yes, I am very happy in my life. I sure am. What is my goal in life? Just to continue doing what I love and being able to help support my family, really. You know, I don't want to have to go back to the 9 to 5. So that's what I'm working towards, you know, being able to use this as a way to help support the family. Yeah, the community is amazing. Exactly, Rebecca. That's, you know, I think that I didn't have a community before. I don't really have a lot of people that do crafts and stuff around me in my everyday life. And so, yeah, just having this community of other people that just get it, you know, is so nice. Thank you for hanging out, highlights. I hope you have a wonderful night. Um, yeah, I just really didn't have, you know, I had a friend that kind of lost when I stopped. I was no longer her drinking buddy. I stopped drinking a couple of years ago, actually. And so I really just felt very isolated, not having anybody to hang out with and talk to. And so now it's just like I can pop on and here we are, you know, just hanging out. Yeah. Oh, on Joann's right now, I have a coupon for 25% off the sale price or $4.99 shipping. Depends on what's better. Okay. Yep. That's all you need. Yeah, I liked several of their holiday line this year. But those were the two they had left when I went to Joann's. Those were the two they had left, and they did have one that had the vibrant reds and greens and whites, but I didn't really want to have it be a Christmassy cardigan. I just wanted these because they looked very springy to me, actually. My daughter-in-law is just getting into painting, so if you do videos with you painting, I'll send to her. Yes, that would be great. I really want it to be something where we can do them together too. So if you're interested in drawing or painting at all, you know, just something where we get the word and we kind of can do that together. Just kind of like if you're in the community of art, they'll do that. They'll do like Inktober is one where for October they will have prompts, word prompts, and each day they need to do a sketch or whatever it is. It's usually, I think, a sketch that you do in October, but people do paintings too. But I have not done traditional painting in some time, and I've been really kind of itching to get back into it. So I thought this was the perfect opportunity to dip my toe in again. More holiday yarn, but it's only available online. Oh, really? I didn't know that. I did not know that. Oops. My immediate family is a family of 4. Christmas. Oh, nice. Christmas cake yarn. Cutting different sized styrofoam balls in half and painting them to make gumdrops for my classroom. Oh, that's a good idea. That's very crafty of you. Which grade do you teach, Rebecca? Ooh, gingerbread door competition. Nice. I hope you win. You can do it. Keep going. What else are you gonna put on there? Having a, oh yeah, yeah. You should make like a gingerbread person, like a gingerbread cookie out of, you know, the foam board, and then like color it and put that out there. Okay, learning center 6 weeks to 12 years old. I mainly do K through 5th, but sub in the other rooms. Very cool. I don't know how you guys do it. I have a hard enough time with my 2 kiddos, let alone a whole classroom of kids. I love them, but oh my goodness. The noise level alone I think would be too much for me. I got the door covered and snow on top, waiting for the decor stuff to dry. Nice. So is it almost done then? On Kim's live this morning, I was thinking, you know, the poncho she was making, and she had that one cake. It was kind of like a whitish or off-white and that sort of pinkish tone, and I think it was meant to look almost like pepperminty, but the way that it was striping, she was saying it looked like peppermint bark. I had an idea that I thought it looked a little bit like bacon. Was it just me? I was getting bacon vibes. It was making me hungry. It's a bacon poncho. I didn't have the heart to tell her. She's probably watching right now. Hi, Kim. No. I was like, I'm getting bacon vibes. Oh my gosh. It was just the way that it was striping, I think. That was candied bacon. I know, right? Oh my gosh. And it was like a Christmas color too. Maybe if you're working in the round or something, because I know even this yarn right here, when I've seen people doing like the back and forth versus, you know, like doing a hexy cardigan kind of thing, they stripe differently, or even a beanie. And so when you're working the round versus back and forth, they stripe differently. So I was wondering if maybe if she wasn't doing this as a poncho, but she did it as something else, that if it would look different. But yeah, maybe. It might have just been, you might be right, Rebecca. It might be the lighting. I was like, dude, that's giving me bacon vibes right there. Yeah, some of the variegated yarns too, I'm looking at it and it just doesn't, it looks interesting. It's kind of, you just don't expect that. Margaret, you missed it. We were talking about Kim's poncho that she's working on this morning, because I was admitting that and we think it might have been the lighting, it might not be the right, it might be not be the color correct, right? It's giving me bacon vibes though, Margaret. I'm not gonna lie, it was giving me bacon vibes. Or we were thinking candied bacon. I just thought I'd come and hang out here before we jump on to Kim's at 3. It's right, it's hard. I didn't have the heart to tell her. I was looking at it, she's wearing it, and I'm like thinking, bacon. Oh my gosh. It's so funny. She could like put a little egg on the shoulder. Oh my gosh. So funny. It didn't give me those vibes when I looked at the cake. That's why I was saying that's the way that it's striping. Right? She's like, it's peppermint bark. I'm like, that's straight up bacon right there. It must look different in person. See, I didn't want to ruin it for her. That's why I didn't tell her. Because, you know, maybe she didn't want to have bacon vibes, you know? She probably wanted it to have peppermint bark vibes. Good times, good times. I mean, there's times, you guys, like, this happens to me too. Like, when I made the bat, Louie, the banner is supposed to say boo. I mean, that's what the ghosts are supposed to look like, appliqued letters. And my husband's like, that does not look like boo. The Baconator. He's like, they don't look like letters. And I thought, well, maybe it's because they're the blanket yarn. So maybe that's why, you know, it's because it's chunky. And then if I do it in acrylic yarn, it's gonna look like the letters. And then I made the other one and it's still very, it's abstract, okay? They're abstract letters. He's like, I hate to tell you this, but it doesn't look like boo. Because I was like calling it what did I call it? Like Louis the Boolicious Bat, something like that. He's like, mm-mm. So best laid plans, you know. Still cute though. Made a peacock and my hubs asked why I was making a blue squash. Oh my gosh, that's too funny. Oh my gosh. I think I got 7 skeins, Lana. Hey, Doggy Life, how's it going? I'm going to be live for another probably 30 minutes or so, because then I'm going on to a friend of mine's channel. She's having her channelversary, so I'm going to guest on hers. Her name's Fortune Knit Creations, knit with 2 T's. Her name is Kim. But yeah, I'll be here till 3 or just before then. I'll probably hop out a little earlier than that, just because I get flustered when I can't get myself situated. So, and I want to be there for her. So yeah, we're just hanging out and talking about bacon. We're talking about when you think something looks one way and then somebody else sees it and they're like, that's not the vibe I'm getting, you know? Like, I shouldn't say this, but okay, I'll just say it, okay? If you were on my live when I was making my snail, and let's just say when I was holding the head portion, I was holding it sideways for a reason, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. But needless to say, when my husband and family saw what the head of the snail or whatever, they just started laughing. So, yeah. sort of look like a crookneck squash before the feathers were added. I can picture that. I can picture that, you know? But that's the bird itself. That's not your thing. That's because the bird looks like a crookneck squash if it's missing all its feathers. It should be under Frizzy Bee Crochets with an S. That's too funny. I'm trying to think of like what else has had that kind of, that same thing. But yeah, I mean, there's times, well, okay, these are pretty bad though. When I was doing Sprinkle, my Yummy Cat, when I was doing Sprinkle's tail, that had certain vibes to it sometimes too. So I had to be careful with it. Did I make the, wait, did you make the gnome I did for a coworker? Which gnome? Which one are we talking about? I am talking about doing a gnome, but it's I'm having a walnut shell. It's like this other person's pattern, but they take walnut shells and they make these cute little containers that open up, and then you make out of foil, tape, and you almost paper mache on it so you can paint it. But she made like a mushroom house and some little gnomes. It was really, really cute. Nova Gnome Creations, it's her. Mm-mm. 5 before, yeah. Yep, Rebecca. Yep, right there. Yep. I don't know. I can imagine that being very hilarious, Ellen. I will have to check that out. That's so funny. You know, you try for things not to look like that, but 9 times out of 10. Well, and the shell, the snail's shell, let's just say, so there was a little bit of an issue, just a small typo on the pattern, but what it did to the swirl was that it broke it, right? So you've got this big thing and it broke the swirl kind of in the center, if you know what I'm saying. And so I'm looking at it and I'm like, I can't unsee what I'm seeing right now. And so I'm like, I can't have it like this. I have to fix this. The swirls need to connect so it looks like a proper peppermint. And so that's when I was like, okay, I think it's right here. And I talked to her and we got it figured out. And it was like, now it's perfect. There's no break and it doesn't look like it shouldn't. I was looking at it like, that doesn't look like a peppermint. Oh my goodness. So funny. Rebecca knows what I'm saying. Margaret, are you still here? You've been so quiet. I think she's still thinking about our bacon comment. Hang on. See, I'm talking and now I'm like getting, I'm getting lost in the pattern. Now I'm back on track. We're good. Yeah, I kept looking up that supernova yarn to see what it looked like when people worked it up. And I was having a hard time finding actual things that people were making. I just kept seeing the yarn. I'm like, I have the yarn. Oh no, my ring was trying to get caught on there. Like, I have the yarn. I need to know how it works up, you know? So I did find that this one, if you do a, what did they do? If you do a flat piece where you're working back and forth, it actually gives you stripes of gray. So it doesn't look like it would, but it's actually giving you a striping effect. Hi, Tina. How's it going? Welcome in. Might have agree with it. There she is. I think I'm going to donate it for a giveaway. Oh, that's exciting. Oh, I just got the notice that she'll be live in 30 minutes. So we've just got a little longer we can hang out. You have the yarn and haven't used it yet. Yeah. It seemed like, so when I was looking, when somebody made it into a beanie, so then now you're working in the round, it seemed like it made it look a lot better. It looked prettier that way, which is why I was thinking if it was the hexy cardigan, since you're going to be kind of going in the bit more like in the round, how that would look. So I just keep thinking on that because I got those two. I also have the Mars Landing one, but I only got 2 skeins of that. And I haven't seen that one actually since when I've gone to Joann's, so I couldn't get any more. So I'll be limited in what I can make with the 2 skeins, but it does say, it says you can make a hat or a scarf with 1 skein, and it says the sweater takes 3 skeins. So I can't do a sweater if I've only got 2. You got the notice for Juan's too? Yeah. I'll be hanging out there too. That should be fun. I hope she's not stressing too much about it. She was stressing about it a little bit this morning. Ooh, you've got 3 of the Terra Time. I don't remember which colorway that one is. I really wanted to get the one that kind of looks like Beetlejuice colors. It's like purples and greens and limes. So kind of a combination of these two, right? But without the gray. But I can't find it anywhere. So I either have to order it or give up on it. Or terrace something. Rust tones. Okay. I can show you. I'll show you. Hang on. Hang on. Bear with. I've got it right here. This is the other one that I have 2 skeins of, you guys. This is the Mars Landing one. I saw a gal, it was actually Alt Knots. Yes, Alt Knots. She was doing corner to corner, and the way that it was working up was gorgeous. So that might be my future. I wonder if you could do a poncho with 2 skeins. You think you can? I'll have to ask Kim if you guys don't know, because she's my poncho gal. Yeah, right? Well, I got it because, I mean, my son was always very into space. And so when Big Twist came out with this whole supernova space line, I'm like eating it up, you know? So I bought it just thinking, I have no idea what I'm making with this, but it's so pretty. I must buy it. Okay. You're going to be starting your channel after the new year. Do lives help you get your watch time faster? Yes, they do. So it's kind of weird because when you go live and then your video goes up, briefly it'll show you how many video hours that you've gotten from your live, right? So could be 20, could be whatever it is, depends on how many people come in. And then afterwards, it looks like they go away, and it'll say, since you've published this video, you've gotten, 1 hour or something. And you're thinking, how is that possible? I had like 13 people hanging out with me for an hour. I should at least have 13 hours, right? You do. It goes into the pot of your watch hours, and then whatever's after that then starts to tick up. So you do get those hours. It's just, for whatever reason, they go in there at like 2 separate times. It's kind of weird. Okay. Here's the sun. We must buy all the yarn. Give it to me. Let's see. These ones have 475 yards in each skein. So. But yeah, a lot of people go live more frequently when they're trying to get the monetization going. Just because of that, and also because it's easier, because you don't have to edit, which is nice. But I will say that with, at least in my experience with lives, you get the most views while you're live from them, and then afterwards you may get a few hours, but it's not anywhere near as much as when you're actually during the live. So all the yarn, I know, right? Oh my gosh. I want all the yarn, I do, but I don't have all the space for all the yarn, you know, so all the things, right? That's what, I think that's what Juan says, all the things. I need all the things. Yeah, I was writing down this morning, we were brainstorming about, you know, slow, like taglines and things for shirts, because I'm going to start designing a merch shop as well with my illustrations with Frizzy Bee on there and stuff like that. And so I've got some ideas already, but if I saw one or one similar that I wanted to do, I was writing those down myself. Make a poncho for your daughter, it might be enough. Okay. All right. So I might need, so you probably need a similar amount of yardage for a poncho that you would for a cardigan then. You're on a yarn diet. That could be a shirt. Yep. You rent a bedroom, so it's in there with you, right? That's right. It's like you're bedding. I sleep on my yarn. It's comfortable. Yeah, mine is mostly in my closet, actually. And then I have some behind me and some in a little shelving unit over here. But yeah, I need more space. We all need more space. Yeah, I have a shirt right now that it's one I graphic designed, but it's not my art. And so I will make one. I'm going to make one with Frizzy on there. But it is going to be a shirt in space, and it's going to say need yarn space. Cause you know, it's like need my space is usually what the tagline is, but it's need yarn space. Cause that's like constant here. Very good at not buying yarn until I met all my dear yarny friends on the YouTube streets. I know. I know. We are such enablers, aren't we? It's a problem. It's a good problem. I mean, I don't know. I like to think, because yarn in and of itself is not as expensive of a hobby as collecting, I don't know, cars. Could be worse, right? 4 very large totes and a cubby system is full. Need to use up some, yeah. Extra high bed frame so I can store boxes under my bed. I need a step to get onto the bed. Margaret. You gotta get a step up just to hoof yourself up there, right? That's too funny. I know. I need to use this stuff up, but it's so hard. It's like, because the thing I keep finding is that, like, even with Peppermonte, I used the skeins I had because I wanted to not have to go buy yarn. But then as I'm using them, I'm realizing I'm going to run out of the white for the shell, and then I'm going to run out of the red for the shell. So I had to buy 2 skeins, and now I have excess. So now I have more yarn that needs to be used up. Get an 8-foot ladder. We should just get loft beds, you guys. Like, do they sell adult loft beds, and then the whole underneath can be like this cave of yarn? Exactly, Rebecca. I'm right there with you. Yes. All this blanket yarn takes up a lot of room, you know? It takes up a ton of room, especially that chunky Bernat yarn that I make the giant Yummy Cats with. It takes up a lot of space. Each skein does. So I can't buy too many of them because I just don't have the space for it. So I need to actually make some more. I promised my kiddos I'd make one for each of them. So that's what I have up in the closet, like a whole kind of wall of that giant yarn. Hurts your wrist, yeah. It's not that comfortable, I'll admit. And we all need to be conscious of that, right? But yes, it can start to hurt. Even on the Peppermonte one, it was the Bernat Extra, so it's not as big as that chunky yarn, but it is bigger and it was starting to hurt a little bit. Get too much of each for each project and then what to do with all the leftovers. Exactly. Yep. My son was over and said, wow. He saw your stash evolving. I've broken my wrist twice and it's arthritic now. No bueno. I know. I feel ya. I have to be so careful. If I put too much pressure on my wrists, then they start really hurting. So I can't really do that. I have to just be conscious of not to like put full weight on my wrists or they'll start to do that. Ah, the joys of getting older as we do, right? Oh my gosh. Go, Rebecca. That's a lot of Amis. The fact that you've counted them too. I have no idea how many Amis I've made. I never count. Of course, you do a lot of shows, so that makes sense for you to have a better idea because you have to count them for the shows, right? Oh, you write them all down. That's good. You should keep tabs and inventory and all of that on what you've made. Especially if you want to properly know how much you've made, right? This is a really fun pattern to work on, you guys. I like doing this V-stitch. It's fun. The gal that made it on YouTube, hers is just done in like a creamy white tone. So this is so pretty. I like it with the color in. Wow. 2 blankets and a shawl as well. That's a lot. You sell the blankets as well? That's the thing with blankets. They're hard because you can't really sell them for what they're worth or nobody would buy them, right? They're for you, yeah. That's what I do with mine too. But this is now I'm getting to this point where I'm like, I want to make things I can wear. And then, you know, that's what I'm making more of more recently. Granddaughter came over and said, you really do have a lot of yarn, and it was everywhere. That was yesterday morning, so I worked hard yesterday getting it all organized and into storage bags. There you go. Yeah, if it's organized chaos, then that's good. It's harder to say that if it's organized, I think. I have to go put my animals to bed before Kim, so I'll see you all over there in a bit. Sounds good. Thanks for hanging out with me, Rebecca. The bags are zippered and big to store blankets. Need to get some of those like sucks the air out bags, right? That would take up less space. That it would look like we have less yarn than we do. And then you open the bag and it just keeps expanding and you're like, what? It just keeps growing and growing. The ever-growing yarn stash. Good Good job, Margaret. Yay. Okay, what did I do, guys? I think I missed something. Okay. It was just in this last one. I must have skipped something, so it wasn't lining up right. So we'll backtrack a little bit, and then we should be good. Here we go. I have bunches of those. The medium ones are great. Oh, the medium storage bags that you can suck the air out of. Yep. The yarn multiplies like rabbits. Yes, it does. The tassels at each point and looks kind of cool. Nice. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Just trying to make sure I get this lined up right. Okay, Alan, we'll see you at Kim's. Make coffee, do a little stretching. Sounds good. Hi, Erdem. How's it going? We'll see you soon, Lana. And hello to you. I am in Washington State. Where are you from? And if you're new tuning in, this is a channel where I crochet mostly amis, although lately I've been working on some wearables. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe so that you'll be let know whenever I go live, you guys. I have been going on live quite a bit lately, doing some tutorials. We just finished one on making Santa, so that was lots of fun. And yeah. I'm doing very well, thank you. Just hanging out here for a little bit before I go on a friend of mine's channel. She's got her channelversary today, so I'll be popping out here in probably maybe another 5 minutes or so and getting ready to head on to her channel, which is Fortune Knit Creations, and knit has 2 T's if you're interested. Her name is Kim, so she's got her 1-year channelversary, and I'll be guesting on her live. And what's everybody working on out there? You guys have any projects going? Let me know in the chat if you're tuning in, where you're tuning in from, and what you're working on. I'm working on my Cocoon Cardigan and making some progress today. You're from Tampa? Very cool. I lived there for a little bit in my younger years. Almost reached the end again. Just a little bit left here. I am working on a cocoon cardigan. I'm crocheting a cocoon cardigan. So I basically have to make a giant rectangle. So that's what I'm working on right now. What are you working on? Anything fun? I just reached the end. This is what it's looking like so far, you guys. So that's the stitch, and then it's got the nice length to it. So we're doing pretty good. But with that, I will be popping off. So Margaret, I'm gonna sign off because I will be over at Kim's. If you guys are new and you want to let know anytime I go on live, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. And I do go live quite frequently now, so I hope you will tune in next time. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next live. Have a good night. Hopefully I'll see you over at Kim's Fortune Knit Creations. She's got her channelversary, so hopefully you guys can pop on over there. I'll see you next time. Bye.